Okay, so we are back and we are going to come into the garage for just a minute because there's a couple of things that I want to take and discuss. First off, we're going to flip the camera around here. Here's the upgrades that we ended up doing. I got rid of the trim on the outside. I actually pulled the dashboard and the air vents, and I actually went with paint because it looks far more professional than whenever you take and you try to go the cheap route and go with that little rubber stuff, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second. And then here are the lights. And then, as we said before, we actually were able to take and overlay that those red lights. There's a little bit of white that peeks through because that's a hard plastic for tail lights. And so I bought that from, and I don't know, I'm not getting promoted by these people, so I will take and go ahead and I won't mention the name right now, but anyway, picked it up at one of my auto parts dealers here in Oklahoma. I'll put it that way. And so, without further ado, just a little bit of information here. So this is the red plastic trim, and basically what happens, and I'll show you here. So it's really simple to do. I'm not going to lie. And it accents fairly well, but you know what? I just don't, it doesn't seal up right whenever you cut it. There's definitely a gap. And obviously with paint, there's no gaps. So it looks really professional. I tried it in the center console. I tried it over here. I tried it in the door. You guys seen the other video that we were doing just a few minutes ago, or earlier, I should say. And so, yeah. And just save your money and invest it in something. I did the light bulbs inside of the vehicle. And whenever they came in, they were supposed to be all red. And actually, the ones that I got, and these are all LED, so I'm not really disappointed with it because they really put off a lot of light. And so this is in the deck, rear deck, obviously. And so I installed that, went with the red lights that goes inside of there because those kind of have a little heat shrink on the back so that they'll stay cool. I did have to take and remove the little shields that were in there in order for things to fit. But anyway, so that is the major upgrades that I've done internally on the vehicle. And then, and I know that I showed you this before, but just wanted to kind of go over. Boy. So to just go over the things again as to what we did underneath the hood, and I don't know how hard it's going to be, but the shock covers we covered up with red paint, and the power steering fluid. We have the billet, and I'm telling you, man, these things are easy to install. It takes no, I would say 1 out of 10 takes about a 1 knowledge in order to take and install this. But as you know, especially if you drive your car quite a bit like I do, this is a grocery getter as well as, kind of a show. What I'm trying to do is make it a show car as well with some of these upgrades. But there's the wiper fluid. There's the red fuse box cover. There is the other side. And then back here we have the red cabin air filter. I installed the Diablo little stickers that they gave me up here underneath the hood. And I'd like to do some more stuff. If you can tell, there's shaker that's written there on the back. I'd like to take a light and maybe have it shine the shaker symbol down on top of the the shaker hood. But that's another project to come. And I might be able to actually use one of these door lights, puddle lights, in order to take and do that. So anyhow, but here's the problem. And it was, I think, $19. Let's see if I can get it in focus. $19 for a little package that has 130 centimeters, I believe it is. I'd have to look at the package to be honest with you. But like I was saying, best thing to do is save your money for something else, because it's really not worth it. And I've seen people do lighted ones before, where you have to take and wire stuff in, and then it plugs into your cigarette lighter, which there is one over on the other side, but I'm utilizing it for something else. I have a camera that I have mounted up on the right hand side next to the other camera that is in the windshield. So anyway, that being said, I just wanted to go ahead and kind of go over things with you a little bit and show you exactly what we've done. The Scat Pack logos here on the back seat, the headrest covers, got them on Amazon for real cheap. And the same thing with the seatbelt covers, Scat Pack seatbelt covers. And so if you guys are just looking to do some cheap upgrades, man, I'm telling you, there is a ton of stuff. You can do a start button on your car. And this is probably all old news to you guys, because obviously I'm a new owner of a Challenger. This one is a 2017, but it had low miles on it. I traded my Tacoma for it. And I've really been enjoying the vehicle. Everybody said, well, won't you miss your truck and all of the things that you could do with it? But the answer to that is no, I don't. I won't go into detail as to why, but that being said, it's not been a big burden to me, and I enjoy it. And so it's a lot of fun. I don't treat it too poorly. We went out and played around a little bit with it. But anyway, it's a fun car to drive. And so had a lot of fun. Took my brother for a ride in it here not too long ago and had a blast with him then. I might post that video later because it was pretty funny. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I appreciate everybody watching. And if we do anything else, y'all follow along. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.